Hey guys, it's me, Jay Jackson, the Transformation Architect. And in this particular video, I want to talk to you guys about self-confidence. And self-confidence is your trust in your abilities, your qualities, and your judgment. And you have to have trust in your own abilities, your own qualities, and your judgment. If you don't, it's impossible for anyone else to trust your abilities, your qualities, and your judgment. For example, when I was on active duty in the Air Force, I was an air traffic controller. And one of the major keys to executing or being at the top of that particular craft is you have to be confident in your abilities and your qualities and your judgment. And that's simple because the pilot on the other end who is receiving the instructions that you're giving them, they're depending on you to keep them safe. And so when he or she would hear your instructions, they had to hear the confidence in the instructions that you were giving them. If you don't sound confident, as if you know exactly what it is that you want them to do, as if you have an awareness of the situation that's going on, then it's impossible for them to trust you and they won't follow your instructions. And of course, that leads to possibly fatalities or major injuries because, of course, we don't want airplanes just flying all through the sky and running into each other. And so I want you to keep that in mind when you go throughout your day-to-day life, whether it be personally or professionally. You have to have confidence in your abilities, your qualities, and your judgment if you want others to have that same trust in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. And so in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about three things: the power of self-confidence, recognizing the enemies to your self-confidence, and how to build your self-confidence. And so when we talk about the power of self-confidence, you walk into a room and there's just this presence, there's just this aura about you that others can see, that they can recognize, that they can feel the energy when you walk into the room. Another example is me recording this video. Imagine me sitting in front of you right now recording this video. I'm slumped over in my chair and my voice is really, really low and you really can't understand me. You'd immediately cut the video off because you're looking at me going, this guy doesn't have a clue as to what he's talking about. Okay? So always have that self-confidence. And one of the major things for us in terms of the power of self-confidence is you don't need the approval of others. Okay? From personal experience, I tell you, I've been called arrogant, I've been called cocky, I've been called too big for my britches, and I tell you, each and every time, it bothered me initially because I had to, look internally to see whether or not what people were saying about me was actually true. But then I came to the realization that the opinions of others really don't matter. What matters is what you think and feel and believe about yourself. So don't focus on the opinions of others. When you have that self-confidence, it gives you the power to take on new challenges. It gives you that trust in your abilities, your qualities, and your judgments to take on a new challenge, even if you've never done something before. If you've never done it before, but you have self-confidence and you believe that you yourself can accomplish whatever this task is, you go for it. You go for it and you figure it out along the way. You tap into your network or you go to the Oracle, which is Google, and you just search for the answer and make the most informed decision that you can possibly make on this new particular challenge. But you have to take self-confidence with you. And when you have self-confidence, it gives you the power and gives you the freedom to just be yourself. We talk about, and you hear people say, being authentic. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to just be yourself. It's okay to have confidence in who you are, in your abilities, your qualities, and your judgment. And when you have that self-confidence, it truly is a powerful thing because you can basically get things done. It's that simple. But I want to talk to you guys really quick about recognizing the enemies to your self-confidence. And the number one enemy to our self-confidence, really, it's ourselves. It's the person that we see when we look into the mirror, and it's the negative self-talk that we speak to ourselves whenever we are faced with challenges, when we are faced with unfamiliar territory. We basically talk ourselves out of actually accomplishing whatever it is that we set out to accomplish. So that's a huge enemy to ourselves. We have to go in and basically pull out those weeds. Over the years, people have planted seeds into your mind, whether it be through the television shows you've watched, the radio station that you listen to, or even conversations that you've had with people. Their words plant seeds into your mind, and over time those seeds, they germinate. And whether it's a good seed or a bad seed, positive seed, negative seed, it's going to germinate. And so you have to be on the lookout for those negative seeds. And the moment you recognize that that's a negative seed that someone is trying to plant into your mind, and it's not something that they're saying for your benefit or to help you out, you have to immediately go in and pull that out so that you don't create and perpetuate negative self-talk. And so one of the other things that I talk about when it comes to the enemies of your self-confidence is, comments made by family and friends are the comments that hurt the most. So be really, really careful. Oftentimes people don't realize what it is that they're saying and how it actually affects the people around them. So be really, really cautious when it comes to the enemies to your self-confidence. And particular, again, that goes for society as well. It's very subliminal sometimes. Again, it comes through the shows that you watch on television, the advertisements that come on during your television shows, the commercials that are being run. Those things also impact your self-confidence, the images that you see. So keep that in mind when you're focusing on increasing and building your self-confidence. Look out for those enemies. Look out for those things, those people, places, and things that impact your self-confidence and actually chip away at your self-confidence and bring you down. So I want to talk to you guys really quick, about how you can build your self-confidence. And one of the major things that I'm going to suggest to you to build your self-confidence is do things that you love, not things that everybody else thinks you should be doing or what everybody else is basically doing. Do something that you love that builds your confidence. For example, for me, it's going to the gym. All right, it's not just going to the gym for health reasons, and I know that I should go to the gym primarily for health reasons, but for me, the health benefits are a byproduct. For me, ultimately, it's how I look, it's how I feel, it's my posture, it's my shoulders, it's when I go to the pool or to the beach. I'm confident enough to take my shirt off, opposed to, being like some people who just sit on the edge of the pool with their feet in the water, or, they get into the water and they have to keep their shirt on because they're not confident in their physical appearance. And so for me, I go to the gym so that I can work out, so that I can have confidence to take my shirt off whenever I'm in a, public setting that is appropriate for me to take my shirt off. So I tell you, whatever it is that brings you confidence, it could be dancing, it could be painting in the arts, it could be writing or singing, creating music, whatever it takes to increase your self-confidence, to increase your trust in your abilities, in your qualities, and in your judgment. Whatever it takes, those are the things that you have to do on a daily basis, on a consistent basis, to maintain and increase your self-confidence. So again, remember, there's power in self-confidence. We have to recognize the enemies to our self-confidence and do whatever it takes to maintain and consistently increase your self-confidence. And so today's affirmation that I want to give to you guys is, I am unique, I feel great to be alive, and I am special. Again, I am unique, I feel great to be alive, and I am special. So today's video was on self-confidence. I appreciate you guys and your time. I'm Jay Jackson, the Transformation Architect. Have a great day.